Arturo Dark Knight. He's one of our best listeners. Oh, UV.
UV? Did you just say UV?
Why is there a chicken in my parking lot?
And hello everybody and welcome back to another Wednesday night stream here in RSG. It is a hump day. It's time to celebrate with talking about and breaking down the latest and greatest in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes news and notes as we do stuff in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. The mobile game brought to you by Capital Games. I'm your host, the most Ranger J 1999. That sexy mass of humanity over there is the one and only, the harem builder, the harem owner, the lightsaber designer, the one and only Sir Loki. Sir Loki, how are you, sir?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
I know it's afternoon there. God dang it, man. The time zone changes just throw me off. So glad to see Loki's here. Glad to see everybody in chat. Get your ass in here. The water's fine. We're not going to bite hard, that is. And hang out, get something nice to drink, eat, get some good food, good company, sit back, put us on the big screen. Like Freeman, a.k.a. Mr. Kitty, Mr. Boo Boo Kitty's significant other. We know he's watching us on the big screen as we speak. Hello. And relax. We're going to break down all the news and notes from Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. We're going to have some fun doing it. We're going to interact with you guys. And so feel free to put all your emojis in the chat. You got the stream alerts, stream elements where you can... I'm going to need to update that. I always forget that, Loki. Let me hit the buttons real quick. You can interact with us with sound alerts. You got YouTube. You can use Super Chat if you really want to get our attention. All is welcome. And the last thing is if you got questions, pop those in the chat. Remember, we do have the format that if you do have a question, make sure you put the word question for your actual question statement because we use Nightbot as a filtering tool. I am filtering, so if you have a question, please pop those in as well, and we will get those scooped up and read. So, anything else? We did our JSC last night. We were up till 3 something in the morning. That's why I was a wreck today at the lunch stream. I still did it at the same bat time, same bat channel.
I don't know how you do it, man.
I don't either. I went and took a nice little nap, Loki, but I'm still tired. I already told the VIPs, as soon as we get done with this stream, my ass is going to bed. I am pooped. I was just out of it today. But you know what? We got to do what's we got to do. So we did the GAC last night. I did win, Loki.
Congrats.
So he tried Rey, it didn't work. He tried Kenobi, it worked. He tried Grievous, it didn't work, he gave up. He made 3 attacks total, so that sneaky suspicion we had with all that defense we had to face last night, yeah, it paid off for us big time. In spades, said Loki, so it worked out well. So I can see everybody's getting in here. Get your ass in here, quit dicking around. I see you guys in there. Get your questions in. Come on now, say hello. We like to see everybody in there. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe. It's YouTube. It's the way YouTube streaming works. You know, if you want our content to get out there and help us out, that's a great way to doing it. Anything else? Oh, big shout out. I've been shouting her out since yesterday. Meow Meow, Ahsoka Meow. Lots of love for her. She got me as a early birthday present, and I can't believe she got me this. The Dinobots, the complete set of Dinobots, Transformers that form Volcanus, the big giant robot. So I'm over the moon. Like, get the hell out of here. So big shout out to the Meowness for doing that. I guess I have to put up with all her go-ons for the rest of my life now since she did that. But very, very kind of her to do that. So she got off the Amazon wish list and let me know. And it's like, you sneaky turkey. So thank you, Meow Meow. Anything else, news and notes related? Not really. I mean, Loki, we're coming up on 5 years, brother. 2 weeks, I think. Yeah, 30th. 2.5 weeks.
Pretty epic, man.
Yeah, Saturday will be 2 weeks away. So we already got games planned. I'm going to be doing Blood Bowl that day. We're going to do lots of SWGOH stuff. We're going to do Dungeons and Dragons. We'll put some other games. I'm going to start setting that up here after this Saturday stream. I'm going to start setting it up to get people ready to go and hang out. And we're just going to celebrate 5 years of RSG. We're going to have a 24-hour stream. We're going to have lots of fun with everybody as we can and just celebrate 5 years. They'll be on Twitch, not YouTube, because YouTube cuts us off after 12 hours, which is really stooge. But it is what it is. So glad to have you guys here. See everybody in chat, shouting you guys all out. See a lot of the same faces, same places, same people. Glad to have you here. So yeah, glad to have all you wonderful people here. Keep getting in here. Feel free to spread the word about RSG. You know, share it with your guild, share it with your homies, share it with your friends, family. It doesn't matter to us. Just share it and then say, hey, you might like this. If you play SWGOH, why don't you check out these guys? They're pretty cool. We're pretty cool, Loki. I think we're pretty cool. I think you're pretty cool. Loki's doing his UFC right as we speak. So when Loki's got his head down, that tells me he's in the game right now doing stuff.
I know somebody messaged me on Discord. So
yeah,
just responding
we got TW going on right now. But I mean, it goes the same way for me every TW. I do a tack or two, get ships done, and then I go to sleep, and then I wake up in the morning, it's cleared. I'm like, son of a bitch. It's just the way it goes, man. I'm like, well, I try to do my part, but you know, you only get a couple tacks in before the damn thing's cleared. It's the way it goes. So, all right, Sir Loki. We got the skewers in the chat. We got you and me. We got some nice, cool, copyright-free music playing. Can't play copyright-free music, or the entire thing will get demonetized, banned, and all kinds of poopy stuff. So we have to play this stuff.
It'll be like Heinz's stream where half of the stream,
yeah, you
right?
can't hear anything. Yeah, you know. So, but that being said, we're here to talk about Kenobi tonight, Loki. But before we get into Kenobi, we're going to give our thoughts, ideas, team comps, ultimate, non-ultimate. We're going to break it down for you guys tonight. I have Kenobi without the ultimate, and then from my perspective, and then Loki, who has the mods, he has the team, he has the technology, he has everything needed. He's going to break it down for you folks, like what is good, what is not good. Oh, also yesterday I did the video with Cubs. If you haven't checked that out, please check it out over on the Cubs channel. Cubs fan Han did a video with him about all the GLs and where we think they rank and their plus and minuses. So if you should go for them, if you do the positives, if you do go for them, what are the negatives from each of them? So you can make up your own mind. We all agree that SLKR we still think is the best one to go for first, but then after that, it's open for interpretation. I ain't gonna hate anybody that says I went C instead of Kenobi or Kenobi over C, or I just, you know, the only thing we say is keep your shit balanced. You gotta have a balanced account. If you don't, that's when you get in trouble. So I'm just warning you. So let's get into the news first. Thank you, hashtagger. He says that was a great video, by the way. Thank you, sir. We had a minor title update today to Loki. I'm going to cover it real quick. From our good friend Salacious B. Crumb, Minnie. Shout out to Minnie. Utini. We love you. Oh, we got the Utini blasting off in we just had a fin fly through the screen. Yeah, even when he's not here, he's here now. Loki, I'd like to thank you for creating that, you son of a bitch. Couldn't have a stream with peace and quiet.
Did you say you want me to make more Finn?
I'm sorry, you're breaking up, Loki. I couldn't hear that last part. Did you repeat yourself? Okay, we'll move on. All right.
Yeah, they're coming right up.
What? No, you're still breaking up. It's weird. More. I don't know what's happening. It's like Loki's not talking. It's talking.
Okay.
Okay, it's weird. Yeah, something about Finn. I don't think anybody cares. All right. Let's see here. From our good friend Crumb. Hi, Hell Table Heroes. Today's update contains several fixes for Galaxy of Heroes. We have 4 fixes. General fix an issue that caused iOS device running version iOS 12 and below to crash when starting the game. That's not good. Event fix an issue that caused players to get stuck loading when entering the pre-battle screen for ship in Grand Arena. We've all been there, Loki. Event fixed characters in the pre-battle character selection screen now show the gear level they were locked at when Grand Arena began instead of current levels. Ooh, I didn't know about that one.
No, there were sometimes when you locked, and then let's say you got Echo done.
Mm-hmm.
When you go into your inventory for GAC in the middle of it, it would actually show your current gear level Echo, but then
Oh yeah.
it was just a visual bug, is what it was. So
Gotcha.
they
got
fixed
that squared
that.
away. Okay.
Yeah.
Audio game music now resumes. You pause music playing on your device. Well, there you go. Known issues: general units that are no longer available in raids or Grand Arena do not have a visual difference in the squad and inventory scenes. And you can check out all the general known issues, which can be found on the development tracker that's hyperlinked there. All right, so we had that, and then the other thing was the Chur and Bays thing. We had this issue. If you don't know what this was, there was a feat for this, not this run currently, but the one previously where it said you could use turrets or bays, if I'm not mistaken, was how it was listed. But it turned out that if you didn't use both, you didn't get credit for the feat. If you just used one and not both, that's the way it played out. So from our good friend Dojafet, who's representing the Mini Strong, very nice, says, thank you for your patience while we work on the Chase Grand Arena feat issue. Players who won the battle using only one of the 2 required units will receive the feat rewards of score, currency, and portrait. This will be distributed on our Thursday server release on the 24th, so tomorrow. Please be aware the championship score portion of the rewards will be invisible in the grant. This GSC season will also run again in the near future. We appreciate your understanding and apologize for any inconvenience. So there you go. They're aware of it. They're making it known. I think that's all. Thank you, McVenom. Yeah. I think that's pretty much the only news we have from them. It's a slower week, Loki. I mean, last week was bonkers because we had Kenobi and everything going on. And so, yeah. Let's get into it. So last week, if you guys missed it, we didn't do a typical Wednesday night stream here on YouTube. We did it over on Twitch because we spent like almost 5 hours. It was me, Loki, Kate. Everybody was hanging out, and we were getting Kenobi. Loki did the full unlocked, got the ultimate. I got him unlocked and stuff, but I didn't have the ultimate done. So I'm still working on mine to have the ultimate. We need to talk about Kenobi. How good is he? How good is he without the ultimate? How good is he with the ultimate? What's the ideal team? We got to talk about Kat. She's just around the corner, Loki. So the 19th of July is when we'll have that young lady. We were talking about a lot of teams last night. Let's save that for later. But I want to get your perspective. When I go to see what works and what doesn't, I always look at your account because I know you're going to have the mods and the team that you're going to need to make it effective. And how effective is it? Based off what you're seeing with yours, and you're pretty much a day one player. You've got all the stuff. You know, almost you're 8.8 million GP. You got Kenobi, you got the ultimate, you got crazy mods on them, you got the team that you think should go with it. So explain what you're seeing, the team you're using, and then we'll get into the cat stuff. So break it down for us, Loki. Then we'll talk about non-ultimate Kenobi.
Yeah. I mean, off the bat, it's Cam. Any Galactic Republic Jedi is probably gonna have the max synergy with Jedi Master Kenobi. In Arena right now, the team I'm using is Jedi Master Kenobi lead, Cam, so Kiari Mundi, Jedi Knight Anakin, Ahsoka Tano, Snips, and General Kenobi. That's going to be the team right now that I'm going to be playing with, tweaking mods with in Arena. I have the ultimate as you mentioned, Ranger. I got everybody Relic 8. It's still vulnerable. It will lose in Arena. The number one team right now that's beating it is the Jedi Knight Revan, Jedi Master Luke, Super Jedi combo. Mark is a problem for Jedi Master Kenobi because you can bypass the taunt and the damage immunity and just go after the other adds and kind of work that whole team down. And that's what my Arena Shard guys are doing, in terms of Arena. 3v3, if you watched our stream last night on our Twitch channel, I think Ranger, you put a Jedi Master Kenobi team down in 3v3.
Yeah.
I think you put what was it, Ayla you put down?
I put Ayla, yeah. Ayla, General Kenobi, and Jedi Master Kenobi.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. Yeah. So with, Without ultimate, it's significantly easier to beat. It's still a pain in the ass though. Don't get me wrong, but if you have the ultimate, then especially in 3v3, the key to ultimate is you need to have the allies attack out of turn. There's only a few Jedi that do it. Galactic Republic Jedi, mind you. Ayla's one of them. Snips is the other one. Cam is the other one, where they all attack out of turn or do a couple of attacks and so forth. But for me personally, I tried General Kenobi and Cam with my JMK, and it got 2 holds. My opponent last night had to 2-shot it. He put the same team down, and we theory crafted a Sith Eternal counter in 3v3 to do it. Sith Eternal has issues in 5v5, I believe. The stream earlier, I think you were on Rambam's stream for 3v3.
Yeah.
He used the Jedi Master Luke, Jedi Knight Luke, I think, combo team
Right.
with Hermit Yoda, I believe.
Yeah.
And he was able to take down a JMK with no ultimate. So
right.
Plenty of counters with him, but overall, his kit is phenomenal. I think probably right there with SLKR in terms of Galactic Legend quality. Fatal the other day probably is the first guy that did a Sith raid solo with JMK. So raiding, soloing the Sith raid right now is possible with JMK, just like SLKR. So because of that, now, I want to say that he's on par. JMK has no issues for me in terms of arena climbing. I can just stick it on auto and pretty much beat anything I want. Which is great because I don't like to play arena. I just like to put it on auto and climb and get my crystals, and that's it. I'll call it a day. But if you're on the fence, if this is your first GL, right? I would, because of what Fatal did the other day and did the Sith raid solo, I would almost want to put him above SLKR at this point.
It's hard to.
It's already proven.
It's hard to. It's hard to go with JMK because there's so many long-term farms in that you don't have to worry about with SLKR.
There is, yeah. I mean, if you're, but if you have access to a guild where you can get Wat Tambor and you can get all the requirements, and do I need Cam? I don't think you need Cam.
Yeah, if you're not going to use Cam, you can use gas in there, right?
You can put gas in there. Yeah.
Because I still have
any Galactic Republic Jedi, I think, is the best synergy for him. I was trying with just straight Galactic Republic, so with like Padme or something. It just wasn't that great.
No, and I know we tried it with Jedi Knight Revan. Playing around with that didn't work out too well either. Just didn't have the synergy. Nice. Yes, Grande, we heard you. It's very nice. But yeah, I mean, so there's a huge difference between Kenobi non-ultimate and ultimate Kenobi. He is, I mean, even last night. So when you're using C, it was a little wonky. The AI did some strange things, but it could have gone wonky there for you, Loki, because it does put that immunity on you, that debuff. If you get hit with that can get really crazy really quick.
Yes, and he got the ultimate, I think, like turn 5.
Yeah, it was quick. He hit
pretty
ultimate.
Insane.
Yeah, he hit it ultimate fast, man. That's the thing, and he hits ultimate fast. And so it'll be interesting to see like how it eventually all plays out. I think on offense, there's no doubt Kenobi's ridiculous. I mean, he's ridiculous. I mean, on offense, like, I mean, you're having no diff in arena or anything like that.
Oh, absolutely not. No, it's actually a godsend because he autos the Basti Watt JML team that I just hate fighting against in arena. Because before I used to have to manually control it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I'm on my way home from work, I can just throw it on auto and drive home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a convenience for me, and that's why I love him. At this moment is he can pretty much auto any team in squad arena. On offense, 3v3. I mean, I haven't used him on offense in 3v3, but I'm assuming he's very good. I think if you don't have the ultimate, I think he's better suited for 3v3. He can beat Sith Eternal teams. He can beat, I mean, he's one of the only Jedi that doesn't have an issue beating Sith Eternal. That says something big. Because before it's like, oh, there's Sith Eternal, I have SLKR, right, to kind of solo Sith Eternal, whatever you do. But JMK right now is just, he's a different beast. And I think, you know, as time passes and more Theory Crafter, you know, more players get him, we're probably going to see some better teams. But at the moment, I mean, he's taking your bottom of the barrel Jedi, in my opinion. You know, like, you know, I mean, Ayla's not that bad, but again, she's not that great. But, you know, he's taking those Galactic Republic Jedi and actually making them good. I see Ram in the chat. I mean, yeah, I mean, people are. I saw a team today. Somebody's doing Jedi Knight Guardian on the damn team, and Jedi Knight Guardian just sits there. If you mod her a certain way, she'll sit there with damage immunity and taunt. I believe she's a tank, if I'm not mistaken. So turn one, Kenobi's gonna go DI taunt on Jedi Knight Guardian, and if you mod Jedi Knight Guardian with no speed and all health mods and get her to like 150,000 health at Relic 7, she's just gonna sit there and take hits because she's never gonna take a turn. And Kenobi's gonna do one whole lap of abilities and then put DI and taunt back on her, you know?
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm seeing stuff like that now. You know, I'm seeing people using Plo Koon Mace, you know, is a team you can take on offense. You know what I'm saying? And
isn't that crazy to say?
But that's what he's doing, is he's taking all these old day one kit Jedi and helping them out. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, it absolutely is. All right, let's talk about the elephant in the room, and that is we do not have Commander Ahsoka Tano yet. Cat is not in the game. We won't be able to get her until either they drop some packs or we unlock her with this next round of Conquest, and we have to wait even then once we get the gear box until the 19th. I think that's when we get the gear, the red loot box if you get it. And sure. I think you and I are both at 225 out of 330, so we will, barring some kind of mischief, get her undone. The question is though, and this is something that I've been wanting to get in discussion about, is Cat with Cam on the General Kenobi team. I just don't think it works. So let's say you don't have Cam. Do you run Cat? Obviously, I think you do. But, I mean, until we actually see her, I mean, we've theory crafted with her kit. What are you thinking about Cat? We had a really good discussion last night at the end after GAC. We were hanging out with Mort and everybody, Van Seal, and people were hanging out in the chat. What do you think about... I mean, we know Cat's coming. Commander Ahsoka Tano. Yep. What are your plans for her? What do you think with her with General Master Kenobi?
So as it sits right now, at least in like what I'm thinking is the Padme team is pretty much shot because I moved pretty much all the Padme pieces over to JMK, which leaves Padme in limbo right now a little bit. But there is one slot where I put Padme now. I slide Padme with Bad Batch. And
okay.
So I do like Padme lead with Bad Batch. I think it works really well. You know, where am I going to put Cat right now? I mean, I think I have a sneaky suspicion that they're not done with Bad Batch yet. So I want to say that they're going to bring out more tunes that will have even more synergy with Cat. You know, they mentioned in her kit, the developer insights of her kit, that her scoundrel influences because of her time with the Martez sisters. So I'd be interesting to see if they actually release those two characters as scoundrels. But I, you know, again, I'm, you know, like what Van Seal and I were talking about last night, I'm really feeling her with bounty hunters or scoundrels. Well, not bounty hunters, but scoundrels in general. So I'm thinking like Bam, possibly Bo-Katan. You know, I doubt, but the big one right now that I'm excited about is like throwing her behind Rey, and just doing a Rey scoundrel team with Cat and protecting Cat, have her get to her ultimate, annihilate somebody, and then just continue to wreck and do damage and do what she does, all because, you know, she's protected by lifeblood and damage immunity and all that. But to put her behind JMK right now, I just don't see it because she's not a Jedi. And JMK right now is very good with Galactic Republic Jedi synergy. So, I mean, if you throw her in that team, you can't put Cam. You can't put Ki-Adi-Mundi, which, you know, Ki-Adi-Mundi's got the 30 speed. He's got the extra health. He's got the extra offense for all the Galactic Republic Jedi, and that's why it's working out right now. So I want to say, unfortunately, I don't see any use for Cat with JMK, but I see her with Scoundrels, with Rey, and just being very dominant, in that role.
What about Cat in the Bad Batch?
I believe she has Galactic Republic synergies, so Cat and Bad Batch could be a thing as well. Yeah. I believe she stealths herself, so that's the big one.
Yeah.
Because if Wrecker just stands there and takes all the hits, then she can do whatever she needs to do. She gets translation from tech, and she'll just be reducing her own cooldowns and one-shotting fools and whatever. But again, very flexible kit. It's very early to say right now, but I don't think she's going to synergize with JMK as well as we all think she should.
Right.
But I think she has a home in Scoundrels, in another Galactic Republic team, maybe with Padme again. Maybe we make a new Padme team. I don't know, but Bad Batch is an interesting one because there's only 4 of them, and you can plug and play whoever you want. That's Galactic Republic or Clone Trooper into that team, and it just works. So I'm super excited for a kit, man. I want it to happen.
Yeah,
I want to get her tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Know, right? Because we were talking about that Rey team that would be a possibility, which is Rey, Bam, IG, Quill, and Cat along with Rey. I mean, that's silly.
Yeah.
I mean, that's absolutely.
Or you
silly.
run double tank with L3. I mean, drop Bam, but I mean, having Bam and Cat on a team.
With IG, Quill, and Rey.
Yeah. Yeah, and Quill's gonna wave. They're all gonna go first. Cat's super fast. She's like 190 speed. I mean, it's gonna be incredible when she drops.
Yeah,
I'm super excited.
Yeah, so we got that coming up.
Yep.
So we just got Kenobi. We're waiting to see what the next turn is. We know Lord Vader's coming. I mean, I'm just gonna throw I'm putting it out there. Look, I think the next GL in the next 3 to 4 months will be Lord Vader. We saw what he looked like in the Kenobi event. I'm convinced that it's going to be Lord Vader. I think the next Conquest character, surprise, surprise, is going to be Maul from season 7. Just like Commander Ahsoka, we're going to get Lord Maul. That version of him from season 7 of the Clone Wars.
And if we get Scoundrel Maul, right?
Oh yeah, he'll work with Scoundrels, Bounty Hunters, or Mandalorians. What if he works with Mandalorians? That might change the dynamic of the Mandalorian faction totally, because he was the head of the Mandalorians. Whether you like it or not, he took over the planet. He won combat and took over. I mean, that's what he did.
He's super underrated, man, and we haven't had a good Maul in the game.
No, we haven't. Nope. And
it's been crazy.
If it hadn't been for Sidious coming in there and wrecking his ass, then boy, did he wreck Maul and Savage's ass. My God, that just showed you how badass Sidious was. He just was laughing and having a good time as these two tried to kill him, and he's like, "Nope, you got no shot, none, nada. I'm going to toy with you and then kick your ass." All right. I think that's kind of our thoughts on Kenobi. Give us what your guys' thoughts are. Send your questions in. I'm sure we're going to have questions. They're already coming in fast and furious, which is what we like to see. This is what it's all about. So let me get the questions started here, Loki. Let's just get into Q&A, man. Let's just have a discussion. Let's talk about this. If the skewers have questions, the fans, the people watching us have questions right now. Let's get into it. You ready?
Yeah, man. I'm good to go. Yeah.
All right. So remember, when you send your questions, make sure you put the word question in front of your actual questions, question statement. So put the word question, then write out your question, and then that's how we'll identify it. Make sure you leave a space between question and what you write, because sometimes people run on and it doesn't pick it up. So you can see examples.
Of that. Hey, Ranger, can I ask you a question?
Yeah,
real
go
quick?
for it.
So I mean, if Lord Vader is coming, which we're about 101% sure he's probably coming. His kit was kind of underwhelming, right, in the event.
I don't think that's going to be the kit, though.
We didn't get to see much, right?
No,
his leader,
the event.
His leader was interesting, right? His leader was very Nihilus-like, was very Malik-like, where he starts the battle with no protection.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm kind of a little worried about that, honestly.
I'm not, because I mean they made here's the reason why I'm not, Loki, because one, it's going to be a GL, it's going to be good. Two, the way they made that event, it's you people try to lose and can't lose. So I don't think that's the end all be all. I think that the way that's set up, it's just the way the event is. You know, we got a little bit of a taste, but I don't think that's even
Sure.
sniffing what we're actually going to get with that kit. So
I didn't get to go. I mean, I don't think I can go back and play the event anymore unless I can. Can I? Because I wanted to see his ultimate. I didn't even get to see Anakin's ultimate.
You should be able
'Cause
to
I
go
killed
back
him.
in. You can go back.
Oh, there
and
it
do
is. Okay.
Yeah, you can go back in and do
Yeah,
it.
no. Yeah, I want to see what he does. I never got to see it. Because we beat him so fast. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you know, I'm gonna assume that he's gonna be Sith and Empire. Is
Sure.
what I'm thinking. Which would be a huge boost for the Empire.
Oh yeah. Not that they need it. Good God, they got some crazy good stuff in there.
I'm pretty sure KP67s is going to be getting him really fast because he's got all Relicate Empire, that crazy dude. Yeah, I'm excited, and hopefully Lord Vader lives up to his name. He's going to be very OP. They're going to be direct counters to one another.
Yeah,
it'd be sick if he had a mark, like if he had some way to mark like Jedi Knight Revan would be incredible.
We'll see. I mean, I'm excited for it. So, I mean, the only thing that I'm going to be working on for the next couple of months is Bad Batch, Cat, Cam. I'm not working on any other teams. I'm just going to hoard Loki and just get ready for the next Galactic Legend. Just hoard.
That was actually my next question to you was, are you working on them in anticipation for requirements?
I think they're going to be requirements. I think Bad Batch. I think Cat's going to be one. I think you're going to need Padme, Gas, Relic 8. I think there's a lot of characters you can name that I think are going to be required to get Lord Vader. So, I mean, I could be wrong. I have been wrong in the past, but 90% of the time, 95% of the time, I've been right on with my predictions on who's coming and stuff like that and what you need. The only thing I got wrong on GMK was I didn't see Cad Bane or Boba Fett or Jango Fett. I didn't think about it. I don't know why, as much as I know about the lore. As soon as I saw this, I was like, God damn, why didn't I remember that battle with Cad Bane and, episode 2 battle with Jango and all that stuff? I was like, oh, Christ. But it is what it is. All right, let's get your questions, guys. Keep the questions coming in. You guys know the deal. Put the word question in front of your actual question statement, and we will rock and roll. Tomorrow, are we doing GC tomorrow before we get into these questions, Loki, or are we doing it Friday?
I'll know more tomorrow. I might be leaning Friday morning.
During the lunch
just
train?
because of my schedule, but I'll let you know.
Okay, let me know. So it'll either be tomorrow night, and we'll let you know as soon as we can, or if we don't do it tomorrow night, then it's going to be in the lunch stream Friday. So
it'll be lunch stream at the latest.
Yeah.
So
there you go. All right, let's rock and roll. I'm going to get the questions up here. They're coming in hot off the presses. Let's start getting this done. Let me start with our first one from our good friend Woodall73. He says, question, Loki, for your arena team next month when Cat comes out, will you swap out Cat with Cam or leave it how you have it now?
I mean, I'm going to try a lot of stuff in arena, but I think you either pick Cam or you pick Cat. You can't have them both on the team simply because of the synergy is not there. I like the Jedi Knight Anakin Snips GK because that's a synergy in itself. If you read the kits, Snips gets the triple tap now if you have both Jedi Knight Anakin and GK on the team. So I like the synergy right now a lot, especially with Cam. And then Cam gives the 30 speed and the whatever, the 20 or 30% max health, and then the 10 or 20% offense, whatever it is. When you put Cat in there, unfortunately, you lose all that synergy that Cam would have brought to the team. And then if you pull one of the other pieces off, then you lose whatever that synergy was. So it'll be a completely different team. I'll try whatever. I mean, I'll see if we can. The goal of Cat is to try to get her to her instant kill right away, which I believe starts on a cooldown of 7. So I don't know how we're gonna do it. Maybe we got to throw a bunch of translation on her, and then you can get her instant kill right away or in turn 2 or whatever you want to call it. But I'll definitely be trying. I'll keep all the skewers in the loop. So.
All right. Next question from NR Wilson. He says, question, Loki mentioned the Jedi Knight Revan team can beat the ultimate version. What 5 characters on the Jedi Knight Revan team are you talking about? Jedi Knight Revan, Jedi Match Luke, Gas, Jedi Knight Luke, and Want. Is that the team?
Yeah, it's the Super Jedi team. So it's Jedi Master Luke lead or Jedi Knight Revan lead, and then Jedi Master Luke, Jedi Knight Revan, Jedi Knight Luke, Gas, and Wat Tambor. That's the super team. And you just keep marking everybody. So I think you mark the squishiest first. I think it's Snips. And then you just survive everything. You just keep marking everybody because the issue with JMK and GK is if you don't have a way to get around GK, you're just stuck. There's nothing you can do. And then JMK will get to ultimate really fast, and all the other Jedi will start jumping around on you. So it's right now that's the one I'm seeing my arena guys take it down. Maybe Cat will change that later. I don't know, but that's the Jedi super team right now. And then there's an SLKR team. I think that was the video I gave you, Ranger.
And that was pretty wonky.
That's the Watt armor. GBA Malik, I think, is the team. It wins, but again,
it's wonky.
The goal of Squad Arena for me, I want to auto it and walk away. You're actually playing Squad Arena, so you're making your arena shard guys work hard to beat your JMK team, which is whatever. I mean, it's part of the game, but those are the teams right now. You can sub, I think, SLKR for C, and then C can take it down too with Watt, Armor, GBA, and Malik. I think that's the team, but it goes the distance. It's like a 4-minute battle, and hopefully you got time to play it. So,
all right. Gundam Liger says, question: anyone else thinking that Jedi Master Kenobi should have been released before Grand Master Yoda, and Grand Master Yoda should have been a GL? I mean,
no, I don't think so.
Yeah. I mean, if they had done it that way, it wouldn't have mattered to me one way or the other. But that's the route
they can still make Grandmaster Yoda a GL.
Yeah, they still could, like Super Grandmaster Yoda. I mean, don't give them ideas here, damn it, Gundam.
He
is the icon of the game now, so there's definitely something going on with Yoda.
Oh boy,
something's coming.
Oh god. Kenpachi 1017 says, question: for those of us who don't have Cam, what is the best lineup?
I mean, any Galactic Republic Jedi is going to be
instead of Cam,
fun.
you run Gas.
Yeah, you can run Gas, Jedi Knight Anakin, Snips, and GK.
Yeah,
and just do that. If you don't have Gas, then then I don't know, throw Jedi Knight Luke, or you can throw a non-Galactic Republic Jedi on there, but it just has more synergy because I think a lot of his benefits they benefit Galactic Republic and Galactic Republic Jedi. So, or I'm sorry, it's Galactic Republic or Jedi, right? Is kind of his synergy pool. So if your tune has both and he gets double the synergies, it's kind of like Empire and Sith, right? Like Palpatine EP has synergy if for Vader, because Vader has Sith and Empire in his in his kit. So they kind of get the double synergy that way. But I don't know. We tried Jedi Knight Revan on stream. It wasn't that great, but you can throw any Jedi in there and it should do something. So
all right. Skywalker Vader, a good Canadian guy from up there in the frozen tundra there, says, question: are you seeing any counters for Jedi Master Kenobi, and what are they?
For what did you say, like arena, or
we
mentioned the arena ones earlier. Yeah. For GAC right now, so if you're fighting against a non-ultimate JMK, there's a lot of videos out there, like Gas 501 beats it. I guess there's a Padme video out there. I haven't tried that one, but apparently that one works. Probably any of the other GLs. I know Kylo has an issue because you can't crit for probably like 2 or 3 turns with Kylo. Probably, again, I mentioned that Jedi Master Luke Super Jedi team, so that one beats it. But if you're talking non-Galactic Legend counters to non-ultimate JMK, you could probably try the Nukem counter, the one that we use for Rey. So Jedi Knight Revan, Gas, Jedi Knight Luke, Basti, and I think Hermit Yoda or something like that. That should be able to take out a non-ultimate JMK, but as soon as he gets the ultimate, he's a different character. I think there's one video, Bad Batch, like Bad Batch Shock T is taking out non-ultimate JMKs. So that's another thing to look at. It's another reason to farm Bad Batch is to have a non-GL counter to non-ultimate JMK. As soon as he gets the ultimate, though, like I said, it's a pain in the ass. In 3v3, we were trying Jedi Knight Rev and Gas and Jedi Knight Luke against ultimate JMK, and it just you can't cut through it. There's just no way. The ultimate procs, he heals, he gets damage immunity up again, and he just starts ramping up his speed and his offense. So definitely if he doesn't have the ultimate, there's definitely a lot of non-GL counters. And then if he has the ultimate, just be prepared to use a GL like SLK or Daka Zombie in 3v3. It's really good. It's consistent. I think Ray Basti Hermit Yoda beats it with the ultimate. You just got to time the whirlwinds and all that and kind of wear him down. But 5v5 is going to be a different animal. I think in a couple weeks we'll have more counters for you. But right now, those are the ones that I know are working because we've been testing them in Arena.
Yeah. Nathan H says, question, is it just me or is there a requirement for Relic 8 that does not appear when trying to relic a character? It looks like I had enough materials but couldn't relic GK.
Did you have both of them? The arrow magnifiers and the raid
did you
gear?
Did you have every piece? There's nothing red on the board. I mean,
yeah, you gotta scroll where all the relic mats are. If you scroll that all the way in the end, make sure you have the very last piece, which is the raid gear.
Yeah, I mean, what is it? It's the what is that piece? I never think about what that. So you have the arrow magnifiers, and then you've got the impulse detectors.
Yep.
So I actually have, and then you still have all the other pieces that you would need, say, like for Relic 7. So you've got the Zimbindle cards, you've got the heat sinks, that kind of stuff. You have to have that, plus the right side pieces, the green, the different data disk, the different signal data.
Yeah, the impulse detectors are a problem for me.
Yeah,
I just don't have a lot of that gold gear to spot.
I've got enough for the next Relic. I'm saving it for Cat. So I'm not working on anything. She's going to go to Relic 8. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, but I'm just, I'm still working on Bad Batch. So I got Echo to 6-star, Tech to 6-star, working them to 7. Hunter's already 7-star. I just have to get Wrecker to 6 and 7. So slowly creeping my way there, but that's a long-term project. So, let's see here. Buzzsaw question, should Cad Bane be included amongst the stupid weak characters relative to their impact in lore? I can't see anything because there's something that goes on here recently. The lore-wise, Cad Bane held his own against the Jedi. If you watch the Kenobi and I forget the guy's name in Cad Bane fight, I mean, you see Cad Bane can hold his own against Jedi. He's a hell of a fighter. Quinlan Voss. I mean, 2 Master Jedi, and he's just sitting there going to town fighting them. Even
What's Cad Bane's race? Is Duros, right?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Yeah. There's plenty of. They talk about Duros in the lore.
Yeah.
So it's not like he's kind of a, I don't know. He's definitely not a throw-in. So I mean, according to lore, there were some really that race was very notorious and very powerful. So it's I like Cad Bane a lot in the game.
I love his voice too. He's just that good old gunslinging Western, bounty hunter that just he's badass. And I can't say anything else because it'd be spoilers. So he's a pimp, man. He's a pimp. Here's a great question. What else? We got 3 questions. With the team you have in Arena now, would a Gear 11 can be viable, or does it require the Relic can to function well?
I would say the Relic cam,
I agree.
so he can survive the hits.
He's not gonna do
and he's
much.
got dish out damage too. So I mean, get him the Relic 7. I don't think you need Relic 8, but I would definitely get him the Relic 7 and go from there. He's a good tune. And he's a good tune, and that's his home. I mean, it's been a while. You know,
Yeah.
now that we have
Well, you,
actually a good
Mhm.
Galactic Republic Jedi leader. You know.
yeah, you were using Cam with GML. I mean, he was pretty stupid
Mhm.
underneath that. So, I mean, Cam's a beast, man. So Cam even under, I mean, in any Jedi team is just he's a monster. You're a monster, Cam. All right, Qui-Gon Jinn question. I just unlocked non-ultimate GL Kenobi. Congratulations, and a 6-star Cam. I have pretty much all the other Jedi. What do you think the best arena team would be, and how would you mod GLK for that team? Well, I think everybody, no matter what, Galactic Legend Kenobi, it's speed, and more speed, right? For right now.
Speed offense.
Yeah. Secondaries offense.
I put my Darth Revan mods on him. So I put my I have a
yeah, I saw that
204 speed mod set on him. So it brings him up to 589.
Sick.
You want him moving fast because every time he takes a turn, he gets mastery. So he keeps ramping up his crit chance, his crit damage, and he just keeps hitting harder every single time. You know, the faster he can get his cooldowns off and do his abilities and call everybody to assist, it's going to charge up his ultimate. And eventually he's just, you know, he's going to get his ultimate off like 2 or 3 times, you know, during a battle, which is fun. So right now for me, it's speed, make him hit hard. I think I got him at, what's his offense right now? Yeah, I have him at like 11,200 or so damage.
There you go.
So hits hard, goes fast, and the more turns he takes, then the more his ultimate charges, and he calls all the Jedi to assist. But the 6-star Cam, I wouldn't expect much out of it, I guess. Just got to wait until you max him out, you know?
Okay.
It's a good grind.
Nathan H, does it help Plo ship much to Relic him? Yeah. I mean, I still have mine at gear 12, and I still do just fine with him. I mean, Plo comes in and just does what he does. You use him as a reinforcement, and I mean, I don't think I've had no problems with the gear 12 Plo for this entire time I've been running GK. I mean, it helps, but I mean, he's a reinforcement. He comes in, he's going to do the turn meter or give the, you know, cleanse the buffs
Right.
and do that. So I don't think you really need Relic Plo unless you're Jedi Master Dasha. Any thoughts on this, Loki?
No, I still have a gear 12. I should gear 13 him. I think he's only like 2 pieces away from gear 13, but I just haven't pulled the trigger on him.
Yeah.
He's fine the way he is at gear 12. If you're going to use him though, so if you're going to use him with Jedi Master Kenobi, which is totally fine. He's a tank, right? Then yeah, I mean, you know, throw him at like Relic 3 and try it out with JMK, and automatically you get him at Relic 3. The ship is way better than it was at gear 12. So,
Sure, it helps, but it's not going to really make that at first. I mean, it makes a maybe a little bit more survival, but I mean, he comes in, does his thing, speeds up the team, and then you're off to the races. Nathan H question: how much more dangerous is a Dash now that she has 2 Jedi Galactic Legends? I mean, if you really, you know, just to be honest here, real talk, Loki, if you look at a Dash's account, it's not that she has all the Jedi done. She spent a fortune and got them all done because she just loves Jedi. Her other shit is top notch too. People don't seem to notice that about her. She just likes having fun with the Jedi, but she's got everything else. I mean, so it's not like a Dash is like has only worked on Jedi and that's it. What makes her her account so good is she has the other GLs and all that other stuff to go along with it. So it's not like she forgot about the other stuff and just got, you know, all Jedi. And she's done more relics and stuff, higher levels, more than normal with hers. But her count's pretty stupid good, Loki.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah.
So, all right, we have a question from Durgan. Hold on to your potatoes here, Loki. This can get crazy. Question: if Lord Vader is the next GL, do you think his ultimate will be as he takes damage, he fills the meter, then turn him into Darth Vader like JML's ultimate version? Huh.
Yeah, that's what I want. I want
him to change with the eyes and stuff like that. That would be, you underestimate my power.
No, I want him to straight up just change into Vader. That's all I want him to do.
Oh, he's what?
Armor and everything. Like there's that portrait of him with the split face.
Oh,
he's got the icon and it's split, and he has the helmet on the Vader helmet, and then his regular Anakin face.
Padme safe?
So,
oh God.
Yeah, that's what he needs to do. He needs to come out and then just force crush AOE everything and instant kill. And
Yeah, but
that's
what if Kenobi has the high ground? He's host. I mean,
yeah.
What if Kenobi has a high ground and there's sand, Loki? He's host. He can do nothing. All right. Question from Qui-Gon Jinn. What is the best holdo fleet to counter malevolence? Who do some people put malevolence with only two reinforcements? I sometimes only put one. I mean I'll just go Sunfac, Hyena, Spy in the starting lineup, and then I'll just have the Vulture droid.
Vulture.
That's all you need. Because of he being able to summon all those other Vulture droids, you really don't need any reinforcements for that. So if you're seeing that, or if they only have two reinforcements, Qui-Gon, that's why they're doing that. What is the best holdo fleet, though, to counter that? I mean, you want Houndstooth in there, but what would you run if you had to use holdo? If we put a gun to your head, Loki, and you had to use holdo, which is a pretty good counter to malevolence because of all the healing and stuff. What would you use?
So I would start Rey. So it'd be like Rey's Millennium Falcon, Poe, and Houndstooth.
Yep.
And then coming off the bench, Resistance Pilot, any of the healing stuff, or maybe even just the junk tanks. Like Clone Sergeant or
run Ebon Hawk in that because you can cleanse with that.
Ebon Hawk's good.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the synergies with Snips too. You can throw Snips in there if you don't use her in the GK fleet.
I hope you are, though. Please don't do that.
Yeah, I mean, she comes off the bench for GK for me, but I mean, I would throw her in that
sure,
in that holdo fleet too. But yeah, I mean, you just wait for the buzzsaws, the droids to come on, and then you heal and get to ultimate and take their ship out, and then that's it.
Yeah.
It's you just got to survive all that. So you got to be ready. You have to have the mass heal. You got to put the tenacity up on Houndstooth, I think. Get the foresight up on your resistance ships, have them do their specials, reduce the cooldown of the capital ship, and then come in for the holdo maneuver, and then hopefully Ebon Hawk or somebody pops off at the bench, as your last reinforcement, and then you can finish off that team.
Yeah, I mean, you could take out a lot of ships by then, even if they do get the holdo maneuver. Well, you can. I mean, as long as you get the holdo maneuver, and they have a few left, you're going to be okay. I mean, you just have to time your abilities. I mean, that's all it comes down to. Okay. What else in 3 question? How do you think GL Kenobi in the Ultimate would do with GK and Barriss on defense? Ooh.
So you're talking 3v3?
Yeah, GK Jedi
Barriss,
Master
and JMK?
Kenobi. Yeah, Jedi Master Kenobi, General Kenobi, and Barriss.
Yeah, so the issue with Barriss and GK is they don't assist.
Nope.
So the ultimate charges as Jedi attack out of turn. So just keep that in mind, because 3v3 is a little weird.
Now remember, this is a GL that does not. He said GL Kenobi with no ultimate.
Oh, so you're thinking just putting this on defense?
Yeah, put this on defense.
It's pretty vulnerable to. I mean, Barriss could do work, I guess. But
it's gonna strip banners.
Yeah, you leave yourself vulnerable to like C Watt.
Yeah.
I think Jedi Master Luke, Jedi Knight Luke, would have an easy time with it, because then you take out Barriss somehow. But you bring up a good point with Barriss, because you got to take her out. But if you're locked behind GK with the taunt and the damage immunity, that's a big deal. So I don't know. I mean, I would try it and see what happens.
All right. Gundam Liar question. Do you think the neutral tag will ever be used, and should the bounty hunters have it? No. But I don't know what they're going to do with the neutral tag. I mean, it's there, but I haven't really given it much thought, Loki. I mean, because they've not done anything with it. And I mean, we've speculated in the past, but I mean, I don't really have any good answers for what this tag is supposed to be, and I don't think they know what to do with it, to be honest. Any thoughts on the neutral tag at all, Loki, or think Bounty Hunter should have it, or anything?
No, they're CG's notorious for putting tags in the game that kind of just rot. So I mean, the cargo ship, the newest one is the unaligned force user. That's going to be interesting. I mean, it's but there hasn't been any synergy calling out neutral factions ever in the game. So I don't know. I wouldn't even think about it too much. I wait for them to do something with unaligned force user or cargo ship or something like that, but yeah, I wouldn't hold your breath on it.
All right, Tyler, either Arseno or Arcano has asked question. Jedi Master Kenobi will be my first GL not too long from now. Does Jedi Master Kenobi without Cam beat Kylo? I think yeah, it does. Yeah. Because even if he doesn't have the ultimate, you just take so many turns. It's nice, man. You do a lot of damage to that team and wipe that shit out pretty quickly. I'm just talking a first order Kylo Ren team. It's pretty nice, man. Especially with GK on there. Even if you don't have Watt, I mean, or Cam, it's nasty. I mean, you just Northern Taunt, go do double hits, triple hits. Next thing you know, their team's wiped out. Kyle's still sitting at 40%, and you're sitting there with your Kenobi and team going, So
yeah, the big thing on Kenobi's kit, on Master Kenobi's kit, is his leader. At the start of the battle, if all allies are light side, then Galactic Republic allies can't be critically hit while they have protection up.
Right.
And they begin with protection up. So that's the problem with Kylo right now, is he can't ramp up as fast because he has to deal with the with not being able to critically hit the JMK team for a little bit.
Yeah.
So that's the problem with Kylo right now, and that's why JMK right now doesn't have really any issues unless he just has a really bad supporting cast. But you put the right pieces around him. You don't necessarily need Cam. You just need like gas, or you need some big hitters to start chipping away at the first order team that you're fighting. But it's going to take a while for SLKR to actually crit any of the allies that you have, assuming they're Galactic Republic. So,
all right. What else in your 3 question? What phase and or how would you use non-ultimate Kenobi in the Sea Pit raid? Non-ultimate phase
4, probably.
Yeah, phase 4.
Be the most forgiving.
Yeah.
You
Royal.
can try him in phase 1, maybe. Like,
yeah, I guess
so,
you could.
So the Padme team still gets about, I don't know, 2 or 3% in phase 1. So maybe throw him in that team somewhere.
I can see it happen.
So maybe like Padme lead with JMK, Snips, Jedi Knight Anakin, and GK, and see what he does. That'd be kind of cool.
Hey, works for me.
Yeah.
Royal 1664, name I haven't seen before, or my brain's derping. Welcome. Says question: SWGOH has come a long way since its inception. Do you think CG will ever add new tier levels to the challenge gear? We are long overdue on an overhaul. Yeah, that's a great point. The challenge tier we do every day, they're looking for the gear. Time to update that a little bit for some more gear. We talked to Crumb about that, and they said there were plans, but there's nothing been solidified. Or they are doing more of these quality of life, smaller updates. Do you think that's going to be one we get soon? And do you think they'll up the gear if they do? And what do you think they'll put? Because all we get now is like Corbantes. That one day you get just garbage. The Mason one, it's just like ugh. Salvage. Just go to salvage. That's all I need you for.
Yeah, they could. I mean, it's I want some more mod slicing. That's what I want.
I just want some more goddamn way to get Kyrotex, man. Good God. You know, throw some stun guns. Just up it up a little bit. Even if you have a chance it's like 8, but you get 6 or 7, that's still 1 or 2
Right.
more per attempt you could possibly get. I mean, something along those lines. But the way it is now, it's like, good lord. I mean, we get
Yeah, I think we can both agree it needs to be updated. You know, what do they want to put in there? Just depends on who you're going to ask. Like, I personally don't care about gear.
I need
slicing
gear.
mats. You know, I'd rather have Relic, the 6E slicing mats, like those packs they threw in there last night.
Yeah, those are pretty good. I think I may do that for the lunch tomorrow. Is get those packs.
Give me some more of those.
We'll get some slicing done tomorrow there, Loki. That'll be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Won't affect this GAC, but it'll be nice. But yeah. But yes, it has come a long way, and the recent quality of life changes, the new player and everything else they've been doing with the guilds and everything. It's nice. They're really up in their game, and I've been very happy with it for the most part. Ray Rock says, I don't know what Ray Rock's saying here. It's actually not a question. It just had the word question in it, so I'm just gonna get past that. I'm not sure what you mean here. This is what he says. Does he lose his limbs and can replace them with Legos set with mechanical arms and legs? That is a great question. Oh, good lord. I guess he's talking about Lord Vader. The hell? What are you doing? What are you talking about, man? Ray Rock. Goodness gracious. All right. Wow, Loki, we're caught up on questions. A lot of questions, but we caught up on them pretty quick. All about General Master Kenobi, and I'm sure the questions that people asked were pertain to some questions people have. What else? 3 says, "What's your front 3?" My front 3. Oh, they're talking about ships. Okay, because Ray Rock said I run IG 2000 Spy and JC Starfighter for RI with my Maul and leave the last slot open. Okay. Buzzsaw says,
Yeah,
what?
so he runs 3 reinforcements. That's
Yeah.
what he's saying. Yeah, that's good.
Why have they not nerfed Sid? Because he sucks. Why do it to that poor bastard? Why nerf the sucky? Yes. So seems a little harsh. It's like, Sid, you suck, but we're gonna make you worse. And you're gonna like it. You're gonna take it. Just take it. All right. All right. So we're gonna call for questions. As I said, these weeks where we have, shorter, not much to talk about. The stream's a little bit shorter. We get to the questions and hang out with you guys and stuff. But you have some questions, pop those in now. We'll give it time for a few more questions. If we don't, then we'll kind of wrap up a little bit earlier. And then, well, don't worry, there's plenty more streams coming the rest of the week where you guys can hang out with us and ask us questions. It's all good in the hood. LC question, Marvel Strike Forces started coming up with their own newly created heroes and made them the most powerful characters in the game. Do you fear CG will do this one day? No, because they have so much lore and shit that they can pull from. Loki, there is so much EU lore shit outside of just what's in lore right now that they could pull from. That's not even including lore. I don't think they ever have to come up with... I mean, they created GBA, but that was kind of a mixture of 2 characters from the Geonosians from the Clone Wars. I mean, they may do that once in a while, but with the amount of characters they've got in lore that they could run with and create and just do stuff with, it's unlimited for Star Wars. So I don't really think them creating some shit like that.
No, I mean, we were talking about Bad Batch earlier. I mean, just pulling characters from this season alone. The first season of Bad Batch is... they got like another 12 characters they could bring in if they want.
Yeah.
And we got Lord Vader coming, and there's
more on the way,
tons.
man. We got more coming. We got all those TV shows coming too. I mean, they're just right around the corner. We got the Kenobi series coming out soon. We know the Book of Boba Fett's coming out, so there's going to be some characters introduced for that we know we're going to get. We've got the Bad Batch show going on right now. There's going to be some new stuff coming from that as well. Trust me, guys, it's coming. We can't talk about it because we don't spoil anything here, but there's some shit coming from that. I mean, and there's still stuff that they haven't pulled from some of the TV shows prior and other things. I mean, we could get a whole line of the Inquisitors from Rebels. and from the games. You can have like the Grand Inquisitor and the other second sister, or fifth brother, and eighth cousin, and the aunt from the other side of the Dark Force. All those guys can come in. Oh, you're talking about the Sid in the Galactic Challenge as a ball buster. Yeah, maybe that's the Sid we need to nerf. He sucks, Loki. That Galactic Challenge Sid is stupid.
I know some of my guildmates have Relic 8 DACA and they still can't beat
No,
it.
you can't. So
It's ridiculous.
yeah. What else? Three says question. What do you think the next character will be that they announce? Not counting Lord Vader, of course. I think we may get some more marquees, but that's as high as I'll go. I don't think we're getting anything else. I mean, there's nothing on my radar right now, Loki. Is there anything on your radar that you think that outside of Lord Vader that we're going to start seeing other than maybe some marquees?
No, I think it's going to be marquees. I think it's going to be Bad Batch. They might go back to Mando's, finish off the Mandalorian faction.
Sure.
There's definitely, I think there's some stuff coming down the pipe. I think the Martez sisters are coming. They already mentioned them in the kit development, in the insight, the developer insight. I think they're coming, and then they're probably going to bring out some of the dark side stuff. I mean, maybe Crosshair or whatever, So
I know what you're talking about. Shut your mouth, Lucky. That's
we're missing that Bad Batch character. So however he's going to be.
Yeah.
So
LC question. Anyone reading High Republic any good? I haven't checked it out yet. Have you, Loki?
no.
No. All right, moving on. Mr. Bone. How do you feel, Mr. Bone? It says next Galactic Challenge tune Maul or Galactic Conquest. It just says GC, but I should forget it's Conquest. I'm almost positive that the next Conquest character after, remember they said after this next round of Ahsoka, we're gonna get another character because they're gonna do the shuffle, right? They said that in their post. It's gonna be Maul. It's not going to be Lord Vader. That was the debate with Lord Vader being Conquest. Who's going to be the next Conquest character? It's going to be Season 7 Maul. I'd be shocked. It could be something else that maybe we're not seeing. Do you have any thoughts on this, Loki? I mean, that's where I'm going. Next GL's Lord Vader. The next Conquest character is going to be Maul. A new version of Maul.
Yeah, I think so. I'm with you on that.
N.R. Wilson, I said you skipped my question. Well, let me go back and look. Well, where'd it go? Yeah, sometimes this happens, Wilson. Hold on. Nightbot's not perfect either. Now it pops up. What the hell's going on here, Loki? Nightbot, I swear. God damn it, Nightbot. N.R. Wilson, question for Loki. For C Ultimate Matt fight, which two side characters do you recommend?
What did we use, man?
I know, right?
Vader. I mean, it had to be Vader. Who's the other one? I want to say, was it Vader and Palpatine we used? I think we just used those two. I don't
remember, man. I haven't done the C stuff, so I don't.
Hang on a second. I have my game up.
I had to live vicariously through you.
Yeah, because all you have to do is you just have to link up. What is it? Ben and
Royal
and
166 Forces Vader and Royal Guard.
I want to say I think I used Vader and Palpatine. That's what I did. I mean, it's on stream. I think we have the replays.
Yeah, I just don't remember. EP,
Yeah, that's
EP
funny.
because of the shock. Yeah, you want the shock on that, right?
Yeah, because you have to stop them from healing, or else Rey's gonna whirlwind you to death.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Vader for sure, and then it's a +1 from there. Maybe you can use Royal Guard, but I want to say I use Palpatine. That's what I use.
Because I remember we did it for Grande, and I'm trying to remember. I think it was Palpatine, and I can't remember the other two we used. Because you put the shock on, because it's Rey and Ben Solo versus him, right?
Yeah.
This is for the Ultimate, right?
Yep.
Did we have two characters we used in that? I think they.
Yeah, you use 3 characters. So you use Sith Eternal. He's
Yeah.
in the middle. Then you pick another 2. But again, like I said, I believe I use Palpatine and I use Vader. That's what I use.
But I mean, once you shock them and follow the format, you kick ass. There's plenty of videos out there on it, man. So you'll be fine. God, I haven't thought about. It's funny. Like when we get asked these questions about stuff that we did a while ago, we have to really pull the old brain matter out of our butts and try to figure out what the hell we did. Some of it, once you see it, though, I have to actually see it. I'm more of a visual person. Like when I did Guzza's, when we were doing the SLKR fight, when I remodded him on Sunday, I was like, okay, poke, AoE, poke, AoE, AoE, okay, kill, and then you're good. And so it came back to me like muscle memory, but trying to remember that actually seeing it's a little bit harder for me.
Yep.
But yeah, people are giving some good suggestions in chat. It's not hard, man. It's like the Luke fight. You just attack with Luke a bunch of times. He goes in ultimate, you win. I mean, it's silly. So, I mean, it's a world of difference between when the first GLs came out, Rey and SLKR, and what me and Loki went through getting those characters to what these newer GLs have been. It was a world of difference between getting Jedi Master Luke and C versus what you had to go through for Rey and Kylo. I mean, you could lose in those early fights too and have to get your tickets for those earlier fights. It was possible to lose, just to unlock the character, to get the shards. And then when you got to the ultimates, I mean, and plus, let's not rehash paper, rock, scissors. That's, oh Christ. Look good, but it was so bad to play. But I really like the direction they went with this. Ever since they did this took a turn with how they had handled these events. The hump is not so much the event anymore. The hump is getting the characters relic and being able to have them if you need them. Because what they've done is they've gone more cinematic, so that when you play these events, it's like reliving the movies and those moments that really matter. Like when they first did with the Old Bend event, right? Or the CLS event, right? We had the Old Ben versus Vader fight and stuff like that.
Yep.
But was it last year when they did the Vader rework and we had that event, which was just, or no, was it Jedi Knight Luke or Vader? Well, they did the Vader rework and then, no, it was a Jedi Knight Luke event. I'm sorry, I'm getting my events mixed up. That's when you saw the change in how they approach these events. It's not so much the difficulty. It's more about getting the characters and then just having to spend the time and resources when you're doing the event to get the character unlocked. But, we saw that with getting BAM. I mean, I thought the BAM event was great, man. The music was phenomenal. I mean, it was really a lot of fun to play. You were reliving Mando season 1, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. So I think that's where they've kind of gone in the direction. I mean, that's just my viewpoint. I don't know if you agree with that, Loki. I think they made it more cinematic and fun, so you enjoy the event and stuff. Because remember when we were doing Kenobi, I was sitting there reading the lines and doing all the quotes, and we were playing the music and stuff. It was great, man. Kate was just giggling her ass off the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
So
no, I agree.
I'm gonna kill Thane. Oh, I'm gonna kill the JC Whisperer. 3 Red 7 says, been a long time, guys. Glad to be here. Glad to have you back, man. Oh, I forgot that this is the version of Zoom where I have to actually allow people to come on. Look, I hate Zoom sometimes, man. It's awesome at moments and then it's a pain in the ass. Hi, Thane. Sorry.
Hello there.
You should have tagged me sooner, dummy.
Well, I like
I guess your message is like, can I come on? What do you mean? Of course you can, you dumbass. You don't have to ask, just pop in. And it's like, well, I've been waiting for 30 minutes. Why the hell didn't you say something before, you psycho?
I want to see if you're paying attention.
I can't pay attention to 5 screens and then look at your stupid. I hate you. I hate you so much. God damn it, Thane. We won our JSC easily, brother.
Nice, man. How many GLs did they have?
They had 2 for offense. They put, they had 2. So they kept 2. Failed against Rey, beat Kenobi, failed against Grievous, and didn't attack anymore.
So you faced someone who had 4 as well?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
But I don't know if he had Kenobi unlocked before we faced it. I just don't know. I could have sworn he didn't have it, but then it popped up when I looked at his account again. I'm like, did I miss this somehow?
I see.
But the next guy does have 4. Now he doesn't have the ultimate on Luke, but he has He has C. He's got the 4 OGs, but I got
The 4 OGs.
Yeah,
So he's
I'm-
probably doing Bastila led
Oh,
Master Lupin.
I hope so. Please, God, let him do that. I'm just praying that he does. So yeah, but we gotta start thinking about 5s or Thane, what we're gonna do on 5s.
That's gonna be an interesting one. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the other thing too is we're gonna have to brainstorm for this weekend, because if me and Hawthorne's alt, his name's Proximus. If we win the finals, he knows everything we use, man.
Oh yeah,
it's unfair, man. Special. He's gonna kick our ass. He's got a really good account. I mean, I got a little bit better on mods, but that doesn't matter if he knows what the hell's gonna be there.
Yeah, God damn it. We'll come up with something special for him.
If he wins and gets into the finals, because I was looking at that like, because he told me that was his alt, I was like, oh shit. I'm like, God damn it, I'm at a huge disadvantage. That dude's gonna know everything we got and just gonna wreck he's gonna wreck our shit, man. You know, Christ. All right.
That's right. Just because someone knows what's going to happen doesn't mean that they can get through it all every time.
It helps if they can pre-plan. Yeah.
It does. We'll come up with something special.
Yeah, we're gonna have to, because goodness gracious, we'll talk about that on Friday. Well, we'll see. We got to win tomorrow. Well, after we do GAC, probably after Jedi Academy, we will do defense or offense and stuff like that. I don't know, because we were planning on doing. I think Loki, we plan on do. Well, are you here this weekend? I never know if you're in Vegas or Arizona or wherever the hell you.
I'm here this weekend.
Okay, so we're planning on doing GAC after Dungeons and Dragons Saturday, so we'll figure it out. Maybe set the team on defense offline. Let's do it offline. Let's do it offline thing. Let's just get together 15 minutes. We'll brainstorm if we meet. He still has to beat his opponent. I still have to beat mine. So we may not face each other, but it's good. I'm 840 something thousand GP or lifetime score. He's 867,000. I was like, son of a bitch. All 4 GLs. I was like, you communist. All right. Got some more questions here. First one for you, Thane, from What Else in 3 says, question: what's Thane's going to do with all this extra time he's not fighting in GAC? Yeah, you didn't join GAC.
I've been busy, man. I feel bad for my guild. I just joined a new guild and I haven't been really active, so I feel bad.
Oh, you had to get out of call, right? Because you just didn't have the time.
No, I didn't get out of it. I was just kind of feeling
lower call.
I was no, it was more so that I was kind of feeling burnt out of the game in general. So I just wanted something fresh. So I decided to step away to just get some rejuvenation.
There you go. What he's saying is he's trying to develop his own harem like Loki. All right.
That's expensive, man.
Yeah, not for Loki. They pay him. Are you kidding me?
That's right.
That's why he's the master. Only a master of evil.
Not quite there yet.
Lord Wick 45 question: is Jango leadership worth the Zeta? If so, what's the team comp with the Jango lead? I mean, yes, absolutely.
So.
I love it. I have it. I just love Jango. I ran that for the longest time. Jango lead with Bosk and the rest of the bounty hunters. I mean, I changed it up once I got Grief and Mando, but Jango lead with Bosk because of that 30 speed. Grief, Mando, and who was the 5th I was running on the team? Boba Fett. Good Lord, I was giggling. I was having so much fun with that team. I had so much fun with that team, man. I don't use it now because we've mixed it up and changed things since then, but that's a hell of a good team, man. Jango lead, man. It's a fun team to play, man. I ain't gonna lie, that shit's fun. You're so fast, and if you have really good mods, especially your bounty hunters, bro, that thing can wreck shit fast, man. I love it. I don't know if it's good as lead, but it's still a lot of fun. I mean, I don't know how you guys feel Loki thing, but I had so much fun with that team. They agree. All right, moving on. All right, thanks, guys. Way to participate, dicks. All right, NR Wilson question. I feel like my GL grind slows down due to farming the flawed signal data. What do you usually do for farming the different relic data? So I'll tell you what I do. I slowed down on it right now because I'm working on ultimates. All my crystals are going through that. When I'm not doing ultimates and farming card techs, what I do then is I will use the three 100 refreshes for Cantina, and I'll just farm the shit out of it. I'll start with the fragmented signal data. I like to keep that around 1,000 plus. Once I hit 1,000 plus with that, then I go to the green and the blue. I'll work 1 to 500, the next one to 500, and then just try to keep that stockpiled. But I will religiously farm, and it depends on how you're doing, if you spend or if how well you're doing in arena and stuff like that. But I religiously make it a point to farm the shit out of the signal data. If you want to keep relicing characters, you have to consistently farm that shit every day. Not doing as much when I'm farming a GL because I have to get the ultimate, so all my energy goes to the the energy refreshes for the tickets. But once that's done, I'll go right back into the same process of just farming the shit out of that. I don't know how you guys are about the signal data Loki thing, but do you guys do the same thing, or
I farm it or buy it. That's all I do.
you just farm the hell out of it? Okay, what about you, Thing?
Which one's the signal
Or I
data?
buy
Sorry,
it.
I'm looking
The
at
right side pieces for relics, the incomplete, the fragmented, the blue, the green, and the square light. I don't know, kind of purple.
Oh yeah, no, I just farmed that stuff. The only one I really the only one I ever really buy is the blue one.
Yeah, it's the fragmented and the green one you got to farm the highest amount for.
Yeah,
Blue
and
you
the
don't
blue,
use,
the,
because you don't went to relic 5, 6, and 7, 8 that you start using the blue, so it's not used as consistently. It's harder to get because the drop rates in those suck more. But the green and that fragmented one, man.
Yeah, the fragments one I farm like crazy, and the green one I farm like crazy.
Yeah, but that's kind of how I have my plan of strategy there for that. All right, Buzzle says, "What's gonna work, team?" Screw it. He didn't want to finish the sentence. That's what he actually wrote. It's like, I don't care. Hey, Thane.
Yeah.
Did you see what Meow got me for my birthday?
I did not. Or did Brandon have your birthday?
You didn't see? Oh,
no.
I'm gonna show it for everybody, and then things you can be jealous because Thane's paw, aka Meow, got me something cool. Did I delete it? Oh, shit. I have to look it up. There it is. Suck it. Suck it, Thane. I got the complete Dinobot set that Ferns Volcanicus.
The what now?
It's on the screen. There it is. Suck it, Thane. Meow got that for me for my birthday. The full
When was your birthday?
It's coming up. Remembered in the 5-year celebration, July 10th and 11th.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, happy birthday. I'm like, you are the best, Meow. I forgive you for all those go-ons you did to me. Look at that shit. That's dopest to the ropest, man.
All the Eternal Twins that she started trolling you with?
No, that's Revenator. She's never really done that. She does the she's always been about just lurking. I think she's a vampire. I think it's confirmed. Because
she's a cat. I mean, you already know.
I don't think it. I used to think maybe it was the cattiness, but it's not. I think she's a vampire. I'm convinced because I was.
That's nocturnal, man.
I'll tell you the story. I was, 3:30 in the morning. I had woken up. I just had logged. I had the game up, and I was just checking something real quick, and I'm like, "Oh, I can take this character up. Let me just do that real quick." Did it. Son of a bitch! Not even a minute later, Meow was right there. Put the go on in the guild chat. I'm like, get the what in the hell? What are you watching me? What is happening? She always catches my ass.
Monitoring you, man.
She's got something, man. She's got like a notification on her phone or something. She just always knows, man. Every time I do something, she's right there. Like, go on, Ranger. Like, oh, come on. Really? See, she just did in chat now. Look, she hadn't said anything the entire goddamn time. There she is. There's sucking me out. She did it to me again. It's go on, Ranger. She didn't say anything the entire time. She was lurking. She caught me again.
My voice summoned her.
No. So, yeah, there we go. But yes, Meow, big. Let's get some meows in the chat. That was a very nice present that she got me for my birthday. So, and I promise that I will open it up on the stream and I will play with it and pew and everything and do all the Dinobot voices and me Grimlock, me punch Optimus in balls. All right. Let me see if there's anything else. No, I think that's all the questions. Well, I mean, it's a shorter week. I mean, there's just not that much going on. So,
What'd you guys talk about today?
Kenobi.
Kenobi.
Kenobi! Look what I've risen above.
Have you been running him in arena?
No. I tried. It didn't go well. So.
Oh, but you don't have Cam, huh?
I don't have Cam and I don't have the ultimate. So.
Wow.
Let's not talk about the Cam mission.
Yeah.
Hey, Ben Raj. What's up, Archie? What's going on, Ben? I think that's pretty much it. We talked about Kenobi. I mean, do you have your ultimate done yet, you son of a bitch?
I do, yeah, man. I got him a few days ago.
Mm-hmm. And you just didn't want to run him in GAC. I see how you are.
Yeah, man. I've been busy, man. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm telling you that day when we had to sign up for GAC, I think it was my day off, and I still was too busy to do it.
Miamo wants to let you know things. She says, I run him without Cam just fine, dingo thing. She dropped the dingo on you.
Miamo, I trust in your skills. I just, I'm cautious about Ranger's ability to run without Cam.
Hell, I think even if I had Cam, you should question that shit. But, I do just fine in GC. The only reason I'm not 10-0 instead of 9-1 right now is because I derped the hell out of that GK fleet, man. God, I'm just looking back, man, because I'm in like the top 200 even with that derp in Kyber right now. So I'm going to finish in the top 200. I don't know where thing if we go undefeated. But yeah, looking back at that fleet, I was like, God damn it, what was I thinking, Rex? Was I retarded? What happened? Good Lord. Done that fight a million times. For some reason, I'm like, let's kill Rex. Oh, Christ. You know what it was? I was probably just thinking I was facing Ahsoka and the clones. Yeah, that's all it was. I just brain farted. What else in 3? We'll do this as our last question. It says, just as an update, I did a quick run with Kenobi on the Padme team, did about 1.7 million damage in phase 1. What's that translate to? 5%? 6%? 8%? What is that?
Yeah, probably.
Rough estimate?
Yeah, that's
pretty good.
Where yeah. I mean, little under 2 mil, you're good.
Yeah.
Go over 2 mil, you're great.
7
so you do
mil.
that and you do your Vader team and you got a 6 mil right there.
Yeah, you got a nice little start
5 to 6 mil, yeah.
It's a nice little start to the raids.
Mm-hmm.
So that's nice. That's real nice. What a 73. All right. Any other questions? Let me take a last gander here. I am not seeing any.
Wait, I have a question for you.
Oh Christ. Okay, what is it?
So now that you guys have been doing the GA Center week after week, what have been the most shocking results to you? Players that are overperforming now or underperforming?
Dialer's overperforming, and I'm super happy. Dialer's kicking ass. Dialer Twi'lek Tactics, my man, kicking ass. That's been a shock in Division 1. Solo losing twice already is unbelievable. I can't believe that. But a lot of the other stuff is what you...
Welcome to Division 1.
I mean, Zareth. I mean, all those guys are just... Yeah. I mean... Division 2, I mean, it is what it is.
Division 2 is the big, I think for me, it's like
it's 22
that's
people
the biggest,
in there.
right?
That's
you
22.
Yeah, you guys need 2 screens for that thing.
Yeah.
So that's kind of funny.
Yeah, there's gonna have to be a Division 2 Premier and a Division 2.
Well, I think what we're gonna do is maybe create another Premier League with just the top 2 divisions or something along those lines, right? Just for fun, right?
No, that's harsh because there's more teams needed to be placed in.
I said we're thinking about it.
1.
We haven't really finalized anything, but we may eventually. What's going to happen? All those people in Division 2 are going to get to Division 1.
Yeah,
then,
eventually.
And then Division 1 will have to split it up because it's kind of hard to do it for Division 2 because you have a Division 1 now, right? We did the Premier League because it was all Division 1, and we wanted to say just for fun, like who does what where, and and I was in it, so. The creme de la creme. But we'll probably wait on that until we get more people in Division 1. If we get 20 to 30 people in Division 1, which is eventually going to be the finality of everybody, if they keep working on their characters and tunes, we're going to have to.
By the end of
It's
the
going to
year,
have to be who are the top players of their premiere, and then the other players and how they're doing, and then rotate them in and out. I think will be the best play. But there's still some debate and stuff talking about what's the best route. So we haven't finalized anything on it.
Well, it's only the first month. I mean,
yeah, it's really hard to judge. I mean, that's why we have 3-4 months of the round. So, it'll all kind of weed itself out. I mean, there are players that I've seen that in the GA Center that start off hot, or in 5s they're really good, in 3s they suck, or something along those lines. They'll go 12-0 in 3s and then 9-3 in 5s, right? It's hard to gauge, but then there's some players that are just consistent. Mort is just consistent. Calvin Awesome is just consistent. They just they never lose. Zareth, Endall, Yeti. I mean, these guys just consistently win. They eventually they lose 1 or 2 here. I mean, Bitcoin's the same, where they will lose a round or 2. But I mean, that's why, I mean, I had a hell of a good season, you know, and finished 5th because those guys just did not lose. I mean, it's crazy, man. And I think everybody's still adjusting to the new divisions and the opponents they're facing and the matchups and things of that nature. So there's more adjustment to be made with the players and for how we're going to cover it and stuff. But for right now, I don't think there's anything coming up down the pipe for at least a couple months before we make anything. And even after that, we still have to look at things and see how it's playing out. Who's been promoted?
How's my girl Kate doing?
She finally lost. I think she's 9-1, so she's having a good season, but she's in a tough bracket with some folks there. So, she's doing well. Kate usually goes either 12-0, 11-1. I think the worst she ever did was 10-2. So, I mean, she finished second in her bracket last time.
Nice.
Beat Scribbles, Princess Scribbles.
Nice.
I mean, you know. That tells you how good Kate's doing, man. You know,
that remodding helped.
I don't know whatever it is. She's yeah. I mean, she finally lost. She went 2-1 last week, so she's doing really well.
And she's going after Kenobi. I'm so proud of her.
Yeah, she made that call. So Ben says GL farming will be the catalyst for dividing Division 1 in about a year. They're forcing everyone to be above 7 million GP in less time than that. No, you're not wrong there, Ben. In 3 to 4 months' time, when we get that new Lord Vader, I don't know. It didn't really add that much GP adding General Master Kenobi. Even if I got Lord Vader, if I work on, I mean, it's not going to really inflate my GP that much where it might push me to Division. Even if I work on Cat in the Bad Batch and get Cam.
The Razor Crest gave us more GP than
Kenobi. So I mean, but some people they're going to get a lot of them will be pushed their ban. Some won't, some will, depending on where they started from. I mean, I'm 7.15 million. So
what I'm hoping is that they readjust the GA brackets every year.
Making a yearly thing.
Yeah, because if they want to keep it fresh and stuff, like I'm not saying because obviously putting 3 more teams on defense was like a big thing, but because we haven't done anything in like such a long time. But like if every year we get into a rhythm where it's like, hey, redistributing the divisions, adding 1 team on a yearly basis, just adding 1 team, from here on out, that'd be great. Because I mean, think about how many marquees and how many characters we get on a yearly basis. Adding 1 extra team a year, it's doable.
Sure.
Maybe not for all divisions, but definitely for some of the higher ones.
Sure. Works.
I mean, Loki, didn't you have like a bunch left over? It wasn't that the joke on your last GAC that you still had enough tunes left over to do another one?
No, I think he's like, you could have beaten Mort. The teams he had left over is like, you could have done Mort.
I mean, that's dependent on my opponent, though. I mean, my opponent, I don't think laid a crazy defense on me. He kept a lot. But yeah, I mean, it'll get to that point where, yeah, I have plenty left over. Could do another GAC. I don't know, but
so you can go do Mort's GAC really quick with the leftovers.
Yeah, I ranted a little bit last night. I'm actually, I'm happy for all of the GA Center Div 1. Everybody's pretty much, I think, doing really well. But one thing you'll notice is that little sweet spot of 7.8 to 8.2.
Yeah.
There are a lot of players in that little bubble. Because I'm really surprised that like Dylar and Zareth haven't gotten matched up, or Solo hasn't gotten matched up with Gom again, or you know, like we're not seeing that yet, right? And we have, you know, the way the matchmaking is right now, like I'm in the other bubble where I'm getting matched up with people with 800 to a million more GP than me.
Right.
They're in the bracket where they're getting matched up with, you know, people at 7.8, right? So, I don't know. CG is going to say it's working as intended, but, you know, I think the matchmaking sucks for the high end. I honestly think Division 1 should be 8.5 and higher, in my opinion, because then the bubbles won't exist, you know?
Yeah. I didn't think that high, but I thought 8.25 and higher should have been it. And I think we should have had to do an extra fleet at that point. Have that third fleet put on defense.
Right. So I think I'm in the bubble where I'm 8.8 right now, and yes, I'm seeing 9.6. I'm seeing 9.7. So I'm in the lower end of that bubble, whereas, you know, Dylar, Zareth, Solo, Gom, even Arnold, right? Like Arnold's kind of in our little bubble thing, like 8.6, 8.7. And you know, Arnold, you know, we're probably going to start seeing people dropping battles because of the 5v5 coming up, but they need to, I don't know, you know, so here's the problem, right? Is in my bracket right now, I'm getting matched up not only with 800 to a million more GP, but I'm getting matched up with people that have losing records, right? So it's kind of not representative of who, like I'm getting matched up with like 9.7 mil whales that have like 2 or 3 losses, right? It's not consistent. Like I will never get matched up with, like I want to get matched up with Gom so bad. I want to get matched up with Heinze. It's never going to happen. But then on the same note, you'll notice these guys aren't getting matched up with each other. So it's kind of strange how it's working. And I have no idea what the matchmaking is, you know, and what it's based on, because I'm unfortunately in that crappy bubble where I'm seeing the 9.6, 9.7, 9.8 guys now, you know? And that's,
I do agree. They do need to address a little more where, like, you know, the people who are winning are facing winners, right? Because especially like that last round, right? Like that last bracket, everybody like in that last bracket should be undefeated, so that nobody that leaves out there is left undefeated. And then finally,
I think if you have 5 GLs, you should be facing somebody with 5 GLs. That's just, you know, you're seeing guys. I mean, I think Zareth had an opponent last time. He had 5 GLs. His opponent had 3, I think. And I was just like,
how
did that happen, man? You know, but then you go to Rangers division, right? You got Fatal at 7, right? He's at 7 mil GP, has 5 GLs, right? Like, so like even for that, it's kind of not fair, right? I mean, I don't know. He doesn't have the other teams maybe, but again, you know, you're gonna be facing dudes with 5 GLs, and it's like, holy crap, man. If you're like a 6.8 guy or a 6.9 guy that only has 2 GLs or 3 GLs,
and you're facing someone like Ranger. That's happened before,
man, you know.
That's what happened with Ranger before, right? Ranger, you face people who has like 2 GLs when you had 3. You know, there was a time where we faced someone that who had 1 GL finished and the other one wasn't even finished.
Yeah,
it was like still gear 12 or something.
But they had a buttload of Relic 7s. Good God, did that person have Relic 7s? Didn't really help them out much because they didn't have the mods go with it. So it was a slaughter. So, I mean, as I said, you've got to have 2 things. You got to have the teams, and you've got to have the balance with your teams. Like, you've got to have those counters and other teams that you can use. Got to have the mods, man. It really, the biggest advantage I have is mods. It's huge. It's absolutely huge because every time I'm doing a fight, I'm going first. And that makes a huge bit of difference, you know, on all these battles. And you go back and watch all the GACs I've done. It's always like, well, I'm going to go first here. And so we'll kill this. And then we're going to do this. And then it happens, you know. I mean, the only reason I'm not higher is I've got 5 losses on my record lifetime where went to ships and the goddamn ship crashed. There's nothing you can do about it. I mean, you know, stuff like that happens. But I mean, barring that nonsense or me brain farting on a GK fleet, I've got a huge advantage. So, mods are important too. You can spend all the money in the world and you can have every character Relic 7 and Relic 8, but you don't have the mods to match with it. You're just spinning your wheels, man. You really
Yeah,
are.
that's why, like, at some point, like, you know, when you get your roster to a certain place, like, you know, like Zareth and these guys, like, it's almost like, you know, they almost don't have an incentive, like what Loki's saying, right? Like, if you're like 7.8 mil GP and you have all the GLs and you have all the counters, like, you almost have no incentive to like farm any of the new tunes, and you just focus on mods and you'll just kill it, you know?
Yeah. It's a strategy. It's legit. You know, it's totally legit. Ben says it was not long ago when Lifeside GBT came out that we were complaining about being the GP range that you were talking about. Oh, how times have changed. No, we're still complaining about that because ships are nowhere close to what's needed to finish that shit. So
that's why I think the next Conquest character is going to be a ship. I know you keep saying that's Maul, but I think
it could be. It could be. I could be wrong. They said more ships.
It's the year of the ships, man.
I said that and I feel like a complete jackass. Oh, I went forward, opened my big fat mouth, and I'm paying the price. Let it out there, man. I mean, Crumb couldn't confirm nor deny my statement, but I was like, a shipload of content. Does that give me hope? You know, give me a little nudge. Nope, no nudge. No little winky wink or nothing. I'm like, you bastard. It's okay. I love you, Crumb. I'd punch you. All right. I think that's all the questions and time that we got for tonight. So we are going to wrap it up here. Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. Remember, we will be back tomorrow for the lunch stream. I may do some Blood Bowl tomorrow. I'll do some testing out because I really want to start playing that game. I'm enjoying the shit out of Blood Bowl. And then either we'll do our JC tomorrow night, me and Loki. Thanks, more than welcome to come along. If he's not busy with his harem. Or we'll do it Saturday. Well, no, it'll be Friday during the lunch stream, and then
Friday
Saturday,
lunch stream, yeah.
Yeah, and then Friday we'll definitely have the Jedi Academy. We'll definitely have D&D, but then probably Saturday night we'll have GAC as well. So you'll get back-to-back GACs either Thursday, skip a day, then another GAC with me and Loki and Thane, or Friday, Saturday GAC. Right? We'll figure it out. So. And I'll get with Thane offline if we get Proximus kick my asses, knows my team person, aka a Hawthorne. I think that's who it is. Not looking forward to that. So
you're not looking forward to a competitive GAC, man?
No, I'm not looking forward to knowing every little dirty trick I do. Damn it.
Well, you gotta rewrite the playbook.
I know,
brother. That's
right?
all you gotta do.
Yeah, but I like the playbook we use. We kick ass with it. It sucks.
Well, then use it, and then hopefully it works.
I know, right? It's like, oh, fuck it. Let's go with what works. Oh, Christ. Hashtag this question. Do you think we'll get a Bad Batch ship and we'll need all of them to pilot it? Would this... Ooh, that's a good ending question here as we head on out. The Bad Batch ship, if it does come out, do you think we'll need all 4 Bad Batch to pilot that bastard?
No, we'll need all but Echo.
I mean, what is it
Definitely
going to be, though? Galactic Republic? Or, there's no more Galactic Republic, right?
I know. Maybe it'll be Scoundrel.
Oh, God.
Scoundrel Bounty Hunter? I don't know.
Yeah. I'm thinking that might be the case. You guys, I can't get into details, but that could be the case. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. But I'm not saying. But I could be saying.
It would be cool. I mean, if that's the next, like, let's say that's the next Conquest character that we get. It's the Bad Batch ship. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah.
We'll see. Maybe they put off Maul till much later. I don't know. Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. That's definitely in the cards. Next item on the agenda is a ship, and then Maul will be later. Wouldn't bother me any. I just think it was going to be Maul. That would be the next thing.
Well, he doesn't necessarily need to be the Conquest character. They could bring him in as something else.
Yeah, they could do that too. Make the next one a ship, and then make a legendary Maul thing that you have to get. So.
Use the Mandos. Finally, use the goddamn Mandos.
Yeah, use the Mandos for something. We invested all this shit on those goddamn Mandos, and they can finally use them for something. Jesus.
I still hope they bring in Satine, man. Can you imagine they bring in Satine? You got Master Kenobi. Jeez.
One can hope, right? So, well, we'll see what happens. So, great question. Hashtag at the end, and thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Very much appreciated, senor. All right, with that, we're going to wrap it up. So make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe. This is YouTube, not Twitch. This is the way it works. If you want to get our content out there, subscribe, watch it. It's the way it works, and then send it to others so they watch it. You want to see our content get more and more subscribers and all that other stuff. That's how YouTube is. We have to beg, plead, and borrow whatever we can. So, all right, we'll be back tomorrow for some more action. I am going to get some sleepy time after I eat some food. Because good God and gravy, I didn't get any sleep last night, but it was worth it. We had a blast last night. We'll do it again. If we do it again Thursday night, God damn it, I'll suck it up. It's worth it. God damn it. If not, we'll do it Friday GAC. But regardless, we'll have the lunch stream.
Wait,
tomorrow.
what's worth it?
Staying up to 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh.
Yeah. Loki.
Yeah, you guys had like Fort Mort and Van Seal on, right?
Yeah. It was a lot of fun, man.
Yeah, it was a party, man. I saw that. That was awesome.
Yeah, you could have joined, but you were busy with your harem. So, all right. So everyone have a great rest of your night. Enjoy the rest of your hump day. Good night, skewers. Peace out, and we will